Alright, we are back for round 2. Definitely want to play first, and that hand is slightly risky, but I think it still is a keep. I do have 2 land drop to make, and hopefully, if I draw any land early on, I should be in a very good spot. If I draw an island, it's gonna be even better, so pretty good. Add my opponent mulled to 6, and put a card on top. Alright. We were pretty lucky so far. I mean, I mulled twice, but my opponent mulled quite a lot too, and did probably not the best draw they could. At least last round, I got pretty lucky in the end. So red-green, probably some sort of werewolf going on there, I would assume. I think this game, since I have both mysteries and investigation, my game plan should just be to try to survive as long as possible, because I will win the long game just because of those enchantments. You kind of want to play them as soon as possible so you can start, getting value. Maybe, I mean, one potential play could be mysteries and then intend to block and confront the unknown. And if they have a Rimwall, you get 2 for 1, but it does not really matter too much just because of mysteries. And again, I want to take at least, the least damage as possible, so maybe it should be the play. Another option would be to play investigation, attack with the Hermit. Yeah, I think actually it's better because they are tapped out. And now my opponent has the choice to either take 2 and let me get a clue, and then I can draw, and it's pretty good. Or block, and then I can confront the unknown pretty freely. So yeah, I think it's actually the better option here. Could also have played a patrol, but you kind of want to have those enchantments, especially the mysteries, out as soon as possible. And if they just want to take 2 and give me a clue, it's fine with me, especially when I don't really have anything else to do with my mana here. I need to make sure I don't die. But against a red-ridden deck, I would assume that if the game goes long and I have both mysteries and investigation, I should be favored to win. You could argue to slow roll my clue because of mysteries. I think it's still right not to do that, just because of the fact that I want to use my mana efficiently and try to eat my land drop. Here I'm gonna intend to save my Hermit though. I would assume that they have another thing though, because otherwise it would not make a lot of sense, but it's fine. I mean, sure, it was kind of predictable. Maybe I should have just let that thing die. I don't know, because my opponent knew that I had some sort of trick. I don't know, maybe I should not have played this way. I think I want to play Daring Sleuth and sack a clue so I can potentially block the blob. Or maybe I should just play Patrol, and this way if I draw land next turn I can play both Sleuth and Mysteries. If they attack, I'm gonna block. First, they already use a I mean, if they give me the possibility to block. I know I have mysteries, but still, well, Slayer's Plate is troublesome. Alright, so they did not attack, which I guess makes things simpler for me. I did not draw land though, which is kind of clunky because with those enchantments, you don't mind being a little bit flawed because you can do stuff. I kinda need to hit my land drop, so I think I'm gonna start with sacking a clue. Alright, that was good. Definitely don't mind making the trade here, if they allow that. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Can I afford to take 7 from the use next turn? And go down to 8? I think I can. Yeah. I'm gonna play the Nibilis. Take my 7. I mean, if they do that, they will probably... I mean, if they do that and have another land, it's slightly annoying because they could, in theory, have Uncaged Fury and just one-shot me. So if they play another land, I might have to play around that. I don't really think I want to do that though. But if they just attack there, I'm gonna take the damage no matter what. Alright, sure. Okay, it makes things simpler. I can just take 7. I guess I could get Delirium. They will most likely get Delirium here actually, which I did not really think about first, but it's gonna be troublesome. And they drew a Patrol too. Yeah. My opponent can apply enough pressure to really put me in a bad spot. That's quite problematic here. Kinda have to sleep paralysis. Well, they will move the plate either way. Still kinda have... Yeah, I do have to paralyze that thing. And I guess I should be done with Nibilis. I'm dead to a removal spell and equipment, but... Maybe I should have pressed for answer. I didn't not really thought about the Delirium, to be honest. I was not focused enough here. It was... Yeah, the best play was probably just to press for answer that thing. It seemed like I could afford to take a bit of damage though. But yeah, the second ooze is really troublesome. I think I'm gonna attack. Hope that I can chump block and then press for answer. And hopefully I will end up drawing lands at some point. I mean, at the beginning of the game I was talking about playing safely, but in the end I did not replay safely, so that's kinda lame actually. If they just play that, I'm super happy though. And I will trade my Patrol for their ooze really happily. At this point I probably kinda need to press for answer the Arsonist. And then... Should I attack with the Patrol? I mean, I cannot just stand there and do nothing. I will certainly attack with Nibilis. I think keeping 2 blockers around is not the worst. I can double block first to try to trade. Second, if I keep 2 blockers around, I'm not dead to a removal spell. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play it safe this time. Note that as long as the Patrol is here, you know, if it survived next turn somehow, I could sacrifice all my clue and play a creature freely. It's not very likely to happen, but it could, I guess. Watcher in the web. Alright, sure. I don't really mind that too much, honestly. Anything that's not too aggressive is gonna be good. Really worried about Slayer's Plate, but there's not much I can do about that card. I guess Mysteries is gonna give me a bunch of chump blockers, which is the good news. So I cannot really attack with anything efficiently here because of the spider. So I guess I'm gonna play Courier, Mysteries, and pass the turn. And at some point I might start to gain life with my investigation too. Should I attack with these 2 creatures? Yeah, I can't really afford to do that because next turn they will have 4 attackers. And I'm at 5, yeah. I cannot really do that, unfortunately. They have 1 card in hand. I would assume that the plate is gonna move to... Alright, another Arsonist, sure. I mean, if they just play creature, I think I can be fine. I'm worried about some other stuff more than creatures, and they did not attack, interestingly enough. I guess I'm probably just gonna play Droneyard Explorers, play my lake, and pass the turn. Don't think I will ever run out of spell. So, I mean, those Arsonists will flip at some point, but it's not gonna be because I don't play something. I don't think it's very likely to happen. Without the spider, I could easily kill my opponent with the Nihilisto. So it's, I mean, Spider is annoying, but hopefully I can beat that. Pretty interesting game. I do have like a way superior card advantage tool, but Slayer's Plate is a threat. It's definitely a threat. Only with the ooze, interesting. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that. I'm just gonna block here. If they drew a trick or a removal, I would assume that they would have attacked with more stuff, and I don't really mind making that trade here. Alright. And I kind of want to keep the patrol around so I can activate it next turn, because I'm likely to sack a bunch of clue actually. Yeah. Should just worry about not meeting myself, but if I can just find a removal for the spider, I should be able to kill my opponent in time. Guess they are gonna move that, which is fine. I think I'd rather investigate just because of I don't want to be too low on HP. That's the main reason. So the Arsonists are gonna flip, which is pretty problematic, but I'm gonna get 3 human this turn. Probably more than that actually, 4 human I would say. Okay, sack another clue. Hopefully I get a creature that I can freely cast end of turn. It'd be clunky if I only draw lands. No, I mostly draw land here, but whatever. Alright, sure. We are still doing fine, but yeah, I need to find a removal for the spider. So now I guess I can play my Cathar. That's the first time that I see that card doing something else than dying and giving you a clue. The first time that Briarbeat Breach Patrol is better than Byway Courier. I mean, it's not even sure that it was better this game, but that it did something more than what it usually does. Attacking with both things, sure. So I will put at least 1 human each. I think at this point I should not really play around Pump Spell that I could have drawn. I'm just gonna try to make the trade. I could quadruple block each dude, but then it doesn't really matter because if they have a removal, they can still kill one of my 3 power. So I think I'm just gonna make the simple block, I would call that. And hopefully we'll end up trading. And it's like, I mean, they could definitely have drawn 1 Pump Spell, but I don't really see a card that really that really gets me on both sides. So if they have something, they're gonna be able to save an Arsonist, a Ravager, I guess, but probably not both. At least I hope not both. And my opponent didn't. Alright, so they had 1 removal, which was an Inner Struggle, sure. If they drew 2 removal or 1 removal and 1 Pump Spell, it's gonna be really bad, but again, I don't think it's so likely. Alright, a Quill Wolf. Yeah. Hopefully at some point I draw my second Sleep Paralysis. But if I just draw lands and my Sleep Paralysis is in the last card of my deck, I might just mill myself before I can kill them, unfortunately. Yeah, it's really clunky here. I've been drawing a lot of lands lately. Oh, the Sleep Paralysis is there. Okay. I guess I should play my Quill Wolf then. And pass the turn. So... yeah, alright, that's a good news. So now the game plan is paralyze the spider and kill them with Flyer. Or maybe with each creature, like, I could also do that if they just keep the spider as their only blocker. Oh, Soul Swallower is another threat that I need to deal with. And it does have trample, so my soldier are not gonna really save me at that point. Ah, oh, that's annoying. So I have 10 mana, so I can Sleep Paralysis and Quill Wolf, but... And then they do have to block that, but I can block it with the Ravager, I guess. And next turn this is gonna be a 10 power Trampler, so actually I don't think I can afford to not Sleep Paralysis that, unless I top deck my Rabbit Bite, which I think is still in my deck. Yeah, so I will try to get some clue. Maybe draw the Rabbit Bite, and otherwise I will have to Sleep Paralyze the Soul Swallower, and then if I do that I might never be able to kill my opponent, unfortunately. Because Spider is just, you know, it's just gonna block everything forever. Can you please give me... Or I guess the Lightning Axe is another out here. Draw another Nibilis of Dusk. Clunky. Really clunky that I cannot draw my removals. Alright, well, I guess I'll try another time. And hopefully this time I do draw a removal. I don't have many removals, but I do have a few of them. Illuminator. Yeah, it's not what I needed. So now I do have to paralyze the Soul Swallower, and I might never be able to kill the spider and kill my opponent before I end up milling myself. Really clunky. I guess... yeah, the combination of Lightning Axe and Rabbit Bite kills the spider. Yeah, there is that. Yeah, at some point it's actually likely that, yeah, I can just actually play a bunch of creature, and in a few turns I double, I use my 2 removal on the spider and Alpha Strike with everything. I think it's a decent plan. Yeah, I could see myself doing that and winning this way. Alright, sure. Just gonna play all my creatures there. And pass the turn. Not really worried about my life total. I'm at 7, but actually with the mysteries, I mean with the investigation, I can gain quite a bunch of life. So yeah, I just need to get rid of the spider and hopefully Alpha Strike my opponent. But next turn they will have to start chump blocking. No, actually I cannot really attack with anything efficiently, so no. Yeah, but yeah, I think if I get rid of the spider, I win. At least I hope. They move that thing here, interestingly enough. And play a Provisioner, sure. Should I play around the Trample trick? The thing is, I need 9 damage to kill next turn. So let's say I can get rid of the spider, then I will not be able to pump that. Then they chump block the pig. They take 4 from that, 5 here, and then I need 4 more damage. So I can actually block with some stuff here. So it would be, with the trample trick, it's 13 power, so I need 6 toughness if I wanna... Am I supposed to play around that? I need actually, yeah, 13 power, so I need 14 toughness. So let's just count. If I block with this and that, and I can get rid of the spider. Actually, yeah, actually, if the spider is not equipped, I can just get rid of it with one. Do I want to give them a spirit? Because I could also get rid of that forever, pretty much. So, let's say I block this way. Then I don't die to the trample trick, which I really want to play around, I think, because I think I'm winning this game most of the time. And then they get a spirit. Hopefully I can get rid of the spider. They have 2 blockers. They can block my Nibilis of Dusk and the Quill Wolf. And they take the other Nibilis, which is 4, 5. Yeah, I think I have a kill. Even by blocking here. And this way I don't die to the trample trick. And if they use it, it's fine. They're creature leave, but I don't really mind that too much. And I don't think they would use it, actually. So, yeah. Also, if I draw my Rabbit Bite, I need 8 mana to be able to pump the wolf and kill the... And since I have 4 more mana, I can draw 2 and either Rabbit Bite or Lightning Axe give me a kill, unless they have another blocker. And even if they do, I think I still have to kill. Alright, let's try to get that removal. I mean, one of my removal. Confront the Unknown. It's not bad, it's not really great either, I guess. No removal. How many lands do I have here? 4, 12 plus, yeah. So there is only one land left in my library. I think I'm gonna try to find that Lightning Axe. I mean, I don't see a reason not to try that. Let's tap double blue though. Pretty positive I have the kill if I draw the axe. Alright, I guess they could have the trick to save the spider, but I'm still gonna go for the kill. And they might have used the thing last turn if they did have the trick, and this means I can attack with my Nibilis, so it's kind of the same thing. I'm not dying next turn from milling either way. And the spider died, which is great. So now what I can do is actually play the Provisioner, boost one of my human, and I think I'm pretty positive if I attack with everything, they are quite dead, even if they have a removal. So we did it. Alright. Sweet. Yeah, I was slightly worried at some point, but yeah, we managed to win. That game was pretty complicated because there was a lot of things to do, a lot of possibilities. I think I played it in a pretty good way. Maybe not in the beginning, maybe I should have played more defensively early on. I don't know. It was definitely interesting because a lot of options were available. Yeah, but let me know if you had played that in a different fashion. I could really see you know, some plays being better than other and something that I missed, because there were quite a lot of stuff going on. So yeah. Alright, I think I like Gone Missing a decent amount when they have a bunch of Gustav Arsonists. If they try to flip it, you can just bounce it, which is amazing. And you trade 5 mana for 5, except that you get a clue. So that card is pretty good against big creature and Arsonist in particular. I mean, any big werewolf, I guess. Other than that, I don't see anything being too amazing. I mean, especially amazing, at least. I guess I can cut a Confront the Unknown for my Gone Missing. Don't think they played any... Oh, there's a root. Actually, I need root out if I want to be able to beat that stupid Slayer's Plate. But if it's the only target in their deck, it's pretty clunky. So I don't like that too much, and I'm not sure what I would cut. Slayer's Plate is really troublesome, though. Maybe I should cut Press for Answer for root out. Did they show any other enchantment? Or artifact? I don't think so. Don't really want that to die in my hand when they did not draw their Slayer's Plate. Gun Missing is pretty good against Slayer Split too, but maybe I need an answer to that thing in my deck. I could cut Press for answer maybe. That could be really bad though, because if they don't have that, I mean the Slayer Split, and I cannot play anything because I have Root Out and I have no target, and they flip a Werewolf, for example, just because I had a spell that did not do anything, that could be really clunky. I think I want to wait till I see more target before I siding Root Out. Might be wrong, but seems like thing could go really wrong depending on my draw and my opponent draw with that card. Alright, pretty solid hand. Kinda slow. If they have a turn 2 Interland Logger, that could be troublesome. I think you cannot re-mulligan that. You know, just pretty perfect mana, perfect creature, perfect synergies. So yeah, I would avoid mulliganing that. But obviously a Werewolf here is gonna destroy me. Bloodseeker is good, but it's not gonna be the worst. It's something I can beat. Definitely less threatening than a potential Werewolf. Don't mind taking one. If they put the 4/1 onto the battlefield, the Madness Vampire, that could be troublesome. They did not do that though, so it's good. And I would assume that they are sacking Vessel, because if they have a Madness creature, they would have played it to deal 3, right? I think it's worth doing so. Alright, let's play the Mole. And pass the turn. And my plan is just to have the Mole survive, so I will not ever block with that thing unless I really have to. And then, you know, with Mysteries, Explorers, and stuff like that, it should win the game, regarding at least HP. So they took the Blob, which makes sense. My opponent does not have Delirium yet, but I would assume that they have some sort of instant and sorceries in their deck, so I pretty much will have to, I think if they play Blob, I will have to paralyze that thing, because it's very likely that I'm gonna take one here. No way I'm blocking with the Mole. That thing is just gonna win the game if it survives. Yeah, if they play Blob, I will have to paralyze that thing, because if they have an instant, they can just start make some other blobs, and I will not really be able to beat that. So yeah, let's do that. And pass the turn. If I draw a land next turn, I'm gonna play Quillwolf, Mysteries. If I miss on land, I will play Droneyard Explorers. I guess if I draw land and they play a threatening creature, I could also go missing. That would be an option. What did they discard? A land. Alright, not surprising. I mean, I'm taking 3, but I don't really mind that too much. Hopefully the Mole is gonna start doing stuff soon. Not the best draw. Definitely not the best draw. Yeah, I don't like that too much. I guess I will play Droneyard Explorers and take 5, which is not my favorite thing to do, but there's not a whole lot else I can do. And next turn I can gain 3 life, hopefully, play my Wolf, worst case scenario. If I draw a land, I can Mysteries. One of the best thing is if I draw the Highland Lake, so I can play my Wolf, gain 3, and steal and have my Lightning Axe a turn after that. Alright, well, I guess I will go down here to, I'm definitely blocking here, but I will go down to 8. Feel kind of fine with the Mole, but if I don't draw land, it could end up being troublesome at some point. Let's sack the Clue first, right? I could also go missing the Arsonist, actually. Maybe I should do that, actually. The thing is, if I don't do that next turn, I'm very likely to take 5 more damage, which I don't really want to take. Yeah, and then I block this with my Explorers. If they have a trick or something, I don't care. I take 1 from the Bloodseeker. Yeah, I think it's a better option than playing sacking the clue and playing mysteries or something like that. Also, yeah, if I were to play mysteries, I should have played that before sacking my clue, by the way. I will not attack here. Definitely not attack. If they should play Arsonist first, it's great for me because now I can just block freely, which was not the case before. Alright, great. I don't mind that at all. Ooh, and I got Landscape for my Lightning Axe, which is great. So I guess what I'm gonna do now is play Mysteries and start to get value, right? Yeah. I'm gonna sack a clue first in case I draw my mountain. It's not very likely, but I might as well play this way. Or if I do Highland Lake, I might rather play that than the Landscape, which is actually not doing much yet. Alright, now I can pass the turn. I can chump block the Arsonist with my Soldier. I don't die unless they have Double Strike and Trample. I think if they had the Trample trick, they would have attacked before playing Arsonist last turn too. So there is that. Tormenting Voice, discarding a land, I would assume. My opponent does have fuel, but as long as they cannot kill my mole, I think I'm in a pretty decent shape. At least I hope. And if I should just start eating my land drop and I can play a few creatures each turn, I should be able to deal with most stuff. No attack? What? If they are worried that I double block on the Arsonist, I would never ever do that. The mole is just gonna straight up win the game if it leaves, so yeah, interesting choice. I kinda wanna get my red as soon as possible. I will need a discard fodder, but I think I still wanna play my forest. I think I should be able to draw more lands at some point. So this is 3. I guess I'm gonna play Wolf and pass the turn and try to get a mountain end of their turn and sack a clue to get a soldier and 3 life, right? Yeah, that sounds good. And at this point we pretty much managed to stabilize the board and yeah, hopefully we can just gain more life, get more soldier, and bury the opponent in card advantage, which is pretty much the goal of my deck, so it'd be great if it worked that way. An attack with everything. Alright, that's very interesting. I'm gonna sack my clue first, I think. That's very interesting, yeah. Did not really expect that. I'm gonna make some pretty stupid block and not play around many things just because it feels like... I mean, I'm not gonna block with the mole, but everything else is blocked in a pretty stupid fashion just because... you know, it's not like I'm playing against a white deck where they could have +1/+1 to each creature. And it just feels like if they have a trick, they will have to make a choice with what they want to be doing. And obviously I have some mana open, so I could be representing stuff too. And if they have tricks and my creatures die, I don't really care about that too much. So Fiery Temper at what? At the Explorers. I don't really care about that too much. I guess I'm gonna take 2 damage of Trample. So currently I'm taking 5, which I don't mind. If we just end up... yeah, alright, sure. No problem. Really no problem with that happening here. So I could sack a clue if needed, but I think I'd just rather... why did my... oh yes, because of Byway Courier. Yeah, that makes sense. I really want to get my red for next turn, because Lightning Axe is gonna give me some really nice option especially since I need to deal with those arsonists at some point. Alright, good. So, now, I think I don't really want to play the pig yet. I think I'm gonna just sack some clues, get a bit of life, get some human, play my Illuminator most likely, and so I can discard my forest to the mysteries. I think I'm gonna get Illuminator into the battlefield. So now I have the full combo. Each time a creature dies, I gain 6 life and get 2 token. Granted, I sacrifice my clue, obviously. And probably Daring Flows, right? Yeah. And then I have Lightning Axe in the back. Alright, I think we are in a decent shape. As my opponent is probably just gonna fetch, I don't know. I would advise you not playing Landscape in a double color deck. It's gonna be troublesome more than useful most of the time. I guess if you have Delirium, it's an option, but still, I think it's a pretty weak choice unless you are playing, you really want to splash. It's not like Evolving Wilds, which you can put in any deck. It's much more costly to use, I would say. Attacking with everything again. That's quite interesting. That is quite interesting indeed. I guess I'm gonna make... Yeah, I think I can block like that. Should I risk the Graph Mole though? Or should I just take 3? I think Graph Mole wins me the game so easily that I should just take my 3. Yeah. And Graph Mole is 3 life because I have 1 clue, and it's gonna be more life. I'm making this block because I don't fear many tricks, just because of the axe. I would not block this way otherwise, most likely. Inner Struggle on that. Sure, I guess I'm gonna Lightning Axe. It's gonna be bad if they have a second trick, namely what's the name of that card? The untap trick, the aim high. But other than that, there's not too much I can do. So the thing died, which is great. And now we are doing fine. We might be trading Illuminator for the Bloodseeker, but I actually don't mind if this happens, just because I don't even need the Illuminator. I mean, it's good, but it's not necessary. Good. So let's continue to gain life and do some nice stuff. Yeah, the deck has been working really well. But yeah, Graph Mole Mysteries is... it's disgusting to play against. Really disgusting to play against. I guess I'm gonna play Byway Courier. Then I can attack with my creature. If they had the aim high, they would have used that already, so I'm pretty sure they don't have it. And I can start to actually beat down at this point, yeah. Alright, sweet. Very nice too. I think it's the first... I've played against Graph Mole Mysteries quite a lot, but it's the first time that I assembled the combo myself, and... it's naughty. It's really naughty. I think that card gained me 12 life, maybe 15 life by now. I would be very dead without that, for sure. My opponent cannot really attack there. It's not gonna be good for them if they attack. Alright, some more life. And some more Soldier. And I'm not even close to milling myself, so... yeah, I don't know. Things are just working perfectly here. I think I will play the Swine before I play Provisioner. I'm probably gonna play the Swine and keep 2 mana available to sack Clue. Yeah, that seems like the better option, right? And I'm just gonna attack with these 2 creatures here. I don't think there's any reason to attack with everything yet. My opponent is not really close to die, and again, as long as the mole is on the battlefield, there are just no reason to... I don't think I can lose, so I will just never attack with that. I mean, I will not never attack or never block, but never put it in a situation where it could die. So yeah, and I think the swine should seal the deal for me. At this point, I don't think there's anything that can save my opponent. Yeah, the game is pretty much locked up. I can win as much life as I want. I have a better board. I mean, this is mysteries. This is mysteries. That card was it's just insanely good, and was insanely good. All right, I conceded, which is not really surprising. I mean, pretty much got all the value here, which was definitely sweet. Again, it was rather complex game because of that card. Once you're starting to have clue and draw a bunch of cards, you have more option and everything becomes more complex. So again, I might have missed some things. I'm not sure. Let me know. But we did it. I think the main, if there's one thing you should really worry about in this kind of game, is just keep your graph mall around. But other than that, try to make some decent block, and you should be fine. Alright, good. Hope you enjoyed, and see you guys for the finals.